What's going on, everybody? So today I am making a video about what gear I use when I'm shooting docks, line, rod, and I'm gonna show you guys a how-to of how I shoot docks. And it's a pretty successful tool to use when you're out there crappie fishing. Lots of times some crappie are held up on them docks pretty tight, and if you could shoot docks, that could be a big difference between whether you go home empty-handed or with a big fat stringer. So all right guys, let's get to it. All right guys, so the main rod I use is a Lew's Wally Marshall speed shooter. This is the main rod I use when I'm dock shooting. It's a 6-foot rod, medium light. I love this thing. It's got enough backbone so it can really shoot your jig up under the dock, but it's got that perfect sensitive tip so I can feel everything. The reel I got is the Speed Shooter 100 series. It is perfect for dock shooting, matches the rod beautifully. And the line I use, let me show you guys the line I use. The line I use is 6-pound Vicious Fishing Panfish line. 6-pound test, high vis yellow, and this stuff is amazing. Let me tell you why. So there is no memory with this line. When I was using Mr. Crappie, that line had so much memory, it was just a pain in the butt. It was really annoying. I'd soak it in warm water, it just didn't seem to do anything. I've lined up these poles with this line and there's no memory whatsoever. I really love it. So if you guys are interested, this Vicious stuff's good stuff. And last but not least, the main jigs that I fish with when I'm dock shooting are 1/32 of an ounce with the number 4 hook. 1/32 of an ounce is the main jigs that I use when I'm dock shooting. I don't use 16s. I will use a 16 if it's really windy, but I will not dock shoot anything above a 16. But 32nd of an ounce, number 4 hook, those work great for me. So give those a try. You will not be disappointed with them. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys the simple techniques of how I dock shoot. So first things first, open up your spool, drop your jig down to about half the length of the pole. 6-foot pole, so 3 feet is just about perfect. Put your finger on the line, open up the spool like you're about to make a cast, and grab the top of the jig head just like this with your 2 fingers. Hold it just like that, okay? So, once we have all that done, there's 2 different things you could do. You could A, pull the jig back, or you could push the rod forward. And what we're doing is we're loading up that rod. And once you have it loaded up, I'm gonna show you guys, when you're holding the tip of that jig head, once you're ready to shoot it, you open up your fingers. You just open up your fingers, you won't get hooked at all, you will have no issues. As soon as you open up your fingers, you let go of that line, and you're dock shooting. So you just point it like this, open up your fingers, ready to go. I didn't let go of the line there because I didn't want to shoot across the garage. So that's super easy to do. Don't go grabbing it at the back part of the jig. That's how you're going to get a hook in your finger. But I have never gotten a hook in my finger holding it like this. Just remember, open up. Try to practice this if you guys have, front yard, backyard. This will help you out a lot if you can get a little bit of practice in before you get out there on the water. When you're dock shooting, you can get into some really small, tight places that a lot of people aren't getting into when they're crappie fishing. So many times when I get up on these docks, there is literally just an inch or 2 gap to shoot to get up in there. It could seriously be night and day whether you have a really successful fishing trip or not. So let me go ahead, set the camera up, and I'll show you how I do this. All right guys, so now I'm gonna let a little line out. We got our fingers on the line, open up the spool. We are grabbing the jig head right up here at the top. Come over here, keep our line horizontal with the garage floor, point the rod right there, and boom. That's how you dock shoot. That easy. All right guys, now that we got our practice in, let's go try it out. Get out there on the water. Let's do it. All right, so we're out here on the water. So let's say you come up to a dock and you're like, all right, the way this dock looks is great. I want to go ahead and dock shoot it. Number 1 thing with dock shooting is boat positioning. Boat positioning is key, and you want to make sure you're set up accordingly. So it's always good to run parallel to the dock and give yourself about 6 to 8 feet so you have room to shoot up under there. Now I need to be a little bit closer, but I'm just standing back here so I can give you an overview of what's going on. All right guys, so now what we do is we let the jig go down about halfway of the rod. open up the spool, keep our finger on that line, grab the head of the jig, and we pull back on it and load it up. We point it where we want to shoot it, make sure the line is horizontal with the water, let it go. I just shot that jig back about 20 feet up here under this dock. All right, now you guys, the reason why I picked this dock is just because it's easy for you guys to see what's going on. So, we're gonna go over everything I just said. All right, now you guys can see how I do this, all right? Get this line horizontal, way up under there, all right? Another way is there's this actual little pier right here. Now this is for way more advanced. This is this is not easy. So as you guys can see, there is like an inch of room under that dock. Now best thing to do is give yourself a little bit more room here. This one is a whole lot more tricky. We're gonna go ahead and give it a go here, all right? Got our spool open. Got that jig head bending this back, keeping it horizontal. Shot it right up under that dock, all right? All right, guys, so we got our spool open. Fingers are on the jig head. Pull back, make sure our line is horizontal with that water. Shoot way up under there. That's how you do it. All right, guys, now I want to show one more way of how I do this. Open up the spool, keep my finger on the line, grab that jig head right by the top. Pull the jig back, keep that line horizontal with the water, and shoot it up under there. It's as easy as that. So remember, we grab that jig head by the top of the jig, we get that line horizontal with that water, and we let go, shoot it way up under there. Yeah, once I shoot it up under there, I count down for as deep as I think they're at. We're just gonna say a wild guess here and say 15. Then I just reel it nice and slow and wait for that thump. We're going to grab the jig head right by the top. Got our spool open, finger on the line. Make that line horizontal with that water so that jig's gonna shoot straight and release. Look at that, we just got 20 feet up under that dock. It's that simple, guys. And I just picked this dock because it's a good dock to show you guys exactly how to do it. And this works great. It'll help you catch a ton of fish. All right, guys, so that's how I dock shoot for crappie. It's an extremely effective technique, especially when you could master it and you get to go out and do it for a while. But definitely practice it, do it over and over and over again. You guys will get good at it in no time. It's a ton of fun. There's nothing like yanking a giant slab out from under that dock. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment below with any questions you guys got. I got my notifications turned on. I could answer you as soon as possible. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit a thumbs up. I spent a lot of time on this video, and getting the different angles wasn't easy. I had to find the correct docks where I could set everything up, but it was a lot of fun to do, and I enjoy crappie fishing this way, and I hope it could help you guys out and get you guys on some fish. So until next time, I'll catch you guys later.
Bye, have a great time.